Hey everyone, Case here. Welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. I guess this is a pretty strong hint is that we're going to be wrapping up the second half of Quidditch. Because right now we're on like the second part or the second category of it, i.e. we're on the second position. 3 days, 4 hours remaining. Basically it says here that the hotly anticipated Quidditch Cup final is overshadowed by the arrival of a celebrity guest. The Wigtown Wanderers' own Ethan Parkin. Can he learn his mystery maneuver and win the Quidditch Cup? Will his involvement upset your team's dynamic and cost you the match? I don't know. I assume it will be okay if I do it in time. But you never know. Go to the Great Hall. Oh, it's only 2 parts. Which means that each part is probably going to be very long. I guess this first half probably isn't coming out today then. By the way, Halloween's here. Lovely, lovely Halloween. Are you ready for Professor Dumbledore's announcement, Casey? You said it was about the Quidditch Cup final. How could I miss this? Exactly. I'm surprised Skye isn't here. That's probably for the best. You weren't able to work things out with her? We agreed to work together to win the Quidditch Cup, but when I offered a truce, she rejected it. Ouch, so how are you feeling about it now? Winning is all that matters. Our friendship is my priority. Skye is very... She's set in her ways, let's just put it that way. She's very stubborn. My friendship with Skye is my top priority. Winning the Quidditch Cup won't mean much if we can't enjoy it together. I'm sorry, Casey. I hope you can find your way back to being friends after all this is over. Oh, look! Dumbledore's about to start. I'm sure each and every one of you is looking forward to this season's Quidditch Cup final. Gryffindor versus Slytherin. As it happened, it falls on the 20th anniversary of another historic match between those two houses. 20 years ago, Ethan Park led the Gryffindor team to victory in the highest scoring match in Hogwarts history. It is my pleasure to announce that Mr. Parkin himself will return to Hogwarts to watch the Quidditch Cup final. Did you hear that? Ethan Park is coming to Hogwarts. Ethan Parkin. He's Skye's dad, right? More than that. That match is the stuff of Gryffindor legend. Why don't you tell me about it? Of course. Here's everything you need to know about the highest scoring match Hogwarts has ever seen. Well, it sounds like quite a match. I'm starting to see why Penny's such an Ethan Parkin fan. You mentioned a move that Ethan Park used to use to clinch a victory for Gryffindor. What was it? That's just a thing. I don't know. From what I've heard, Slytherin weren't letting so much as a blunder through, let alone a quaffle. Gryffindor was so far behind in points that catching the snitch would have been the only way to earn them a tie. That's when Ethan Park pulled off his mysterious maneuver, scattering Slytherin's defenders. Blah! He scored, the Seekers caught the snitch, and the rest of Gryffindor is history. Blimey, I could use this mysterious maneuver right now, or Slytherin will likely have their revenge. I'll admit, the odds weren't as favorable as I'd like. And if there's one thing I hate, it's not knowing something about Quidditch. KC, can you believe it? Ethan Park is here! At Hogwarts! I'm so excited I could scream. In fact, I should probably go outside in case I do scream. Would you come with me? To scream? No, there's something I wanted to ask you, but you can scream too if you need to. Fair enough. Let's head to the courtyard, shall we? I'm not much of a screamer. I do my talking on the Quidditch pitch. Or whatever they call it. It's a pitch, right? Yeah, she's pretty excited. Or she was. Phew. Alright. I'm ready to talk now. Glad to hear it. I'm not sure my ears can handle much more screaming. I'll say, I thought someone was getting murdered out here. Just my eardrums. Penny's rather excited about Ethan Park coming to Hogwarts. I won't apologize for being enthusiastic. As you know, I'm a huge Wigtown Wanderers fan. And a huge fan of all things Parkin, I'm well aware. Of course, the Wigtown Wanderers can't hold a candle to the Prides. How dare you! But I'd still be right chuffed to meet a professional Quidditch player. That's more like it. In fact, that's what I wanted to ask you about, Casey. Seeing as Ethan is Skye's father and Skye is your teammate, I figure you could, introduce me. Of course, I'm not sure. Oh, you better believe I'm doing this. Of course, Penny. I'll have to meet him first, of course, but I'll make sure to mention you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't wait to shake the hand to score that game-winning goal 20 years ago. Of course, I still hope for an autograph too. Perhaps he'd sign my wand. Merlin's beard you're keen. I'm not sure I'd want anyone's signature on my wand. What's Ethan Park like anyway? Skye told me a bit about him when we first started training, but not much. I can tell you what he's like. I read an article about him in the Daily Prophet. And another in the Witch Weekly. Seriously? My gran reads that. She sounds like a sophisticated woman. So, what's the scoop? What's Ethan Park like? I wonder if it's like father like daughter sort of thing. Remember I was talking about being frosty? Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe it's really, really, really nice. Like sickly sweet. Like, why even have Halloween candy when he's there? Now, do you understand why I want to meet him so bad? Please tell me you'll talk to Skye about it. I'll try, Penny, but things between me and Skye are a bit awkward at the moment. She hasn't exactly forgiven me for befriending Wrath. Perhaps having her dad around will cheer her up. It certainly got my spirits soaring. I don't know. She could be under more pressure than ever.
Huh?
You know Skye better than either of us, Casey. How do you think she's feeling about having her dad around? Happy? Pressured? Conflicted? I don't know. It's hard to get a gauge on her because she's always so mad all the time and just angry at me. She's probably feeling pressure. From what Skye's told me, being the daughter of a famous Quidditch player isn't all fun and games.
Huh?
She wasn't at Dumbledore's announcement, was she? At least, I didn't see her sitting with you. No, I didn't see her anywhere. There you are, Casey. I sensed I would find you beneath the open sky. Are we practicing again? I thought you said the last one was, the last one.
Hey!
It was. What I have for you is not another practice, but a surprise. For the whole team, in fact. Follow me to the changing room. All will be revealed soon enough. I guess that's him. And Skye looks pretty excited, for sure. Yep.
Ah.
Hello there, Lottie. You must be the famous Casey. How'd you know?
Oh.
How could I not? Skye told me near all there is to know about you. That's not true. What do you mean it's not true? Isn't it your best mate you're always blathering on about? Okay, hold on. I gotta get a good screenshot of this. Give me a second. There we go. In any case, I'm sure you've heard of me, eh, Casey? Of course. In fact, you're all anyone's been talking about this morning. In fact, my friend Penny is particularly keen to meet you. I promise I'll let her know.
Ah.
That's so. Can't say I'm surprised. Imagine you kids don't get to meet professional Quidditch players often.
Hey!
Actually, Casey, you come just at the right time. Ethan was about to tell us how the Wanderers beat the Harpies in the last Quidditch Cup. That's great. We could really use some advice. Indeed, our own grand finale looms before us. Your perspective would be invaluable, Ethan Parkin.
Huh.
You don't have to say my whole name, kid. Just pick one and stick with it.
Ah.
Now, grab some bench, and I'll tell you how we mocked the pit with the Hollyhead Harpies. So there you have it. The Harpies did their best, but in the end, we were the better team.
Hey.
Fascinating stuff. Sounds like Parkin's pincer won't be leaving the Wanderer's playbook anytime soon. Hi, it's our secret weapon, eh, Skye? Yeah, sure. Mr. Parkin, sir? We heard you had another secret weapon that won you the match against Slytherin. Some kind of mystery maneuver. I've got no broomstick in this race, of course, but I'd love to know what it is. If I told you, it wouldn't be much of a mystery now, would it? The more important question is, how are the 7 of you planning to win your own Quidditch Cup? I've already guided the team through their final practice before the match. We're as prepared as we'll ever be. Aye? And what drills did you put this team through? We balanced on our brooms and shared why we wanted to win the Quidditch Cup. You did what? Alright everybody, grab your broomsticks and meet me on the pitch. Ethan Park is quite a character, huh? I'll say. Notice how he dodged the question about his mysterious maneuver? Yeah, there's something odd there. That was just about the only time he stopped talking. Guess Skye didn't inherit that trait. She barely said a word the whole time.
Hey.
Well, perhaps now's a good time to talk to her. There's a 16.3% chance that she'll open up. Hi, Skye. I don't like those odds.
Hey.
I've seen you beat worse, think it's worth a gamble. I'll try to talk to her, I'll give her some space. Well, I guess she's level 5 for her friendship. I try to talk to her. It's not like I got anything else to lose.
Hey.
That's the spirit. Come find me in the commentary box when you're done with practice. If you survive whatever Ethan Park has planned for you, of course. Hey, Skye? Can we talk? Can, Casey. Got practice, and so do you. Right. Guess we better get to the Quidditch pitch. Alright. Let's see what he has planned for us. Alright, lads and lasses. I want Gryffindor to win just as badly as I did 20 years ago. Somebody tell me what we're up against. What's the Slytherin team like these days? KC can speak to that. From what I saw when I watched them practice, they specialize in speed and formation flying.
Oh.
Smashing! I know just how to counter fancy flyers. If there's one thing every Quidditch team needs, is a strong leader.
Ha.
Someone who can beat off the tip of the spear. Someone who will fight in the vanguard and never stop fighting. Of course, in my day, that was me. We've yet to find out who can fill that role on your team. Well, Orion is our captain, so...
Ha.
So nothing. If he wants to lead, he'll have to prove himself, same as the rest of you lot. Now get up in the air and show me some flying. He seems intense. I like that. Oh, that's great. He's gonna run us into the ground before the final. Very smart. Enough! I've seen all I need to. Of the 7 of you, only Casey's flying showed the power and precision required of a leader. Oh, thank you. Figures.
Ta.
Don't like the results? We can always try again. Perhaps this time you have what it takes, Skye. I believe you've trained enough. I appreciate your mentorship, Ethan Parkin, but we must practice flying as a team if we wish to achieve victory.
Ta.
Sure, you do that. I'll be catching him with some of my old professors. Come find me when you're not so tired. Oh, I thought he was, like, being sarcastic. Hey, Skye. Hey, come to rub it in my face that you're my dad's new favorite. Would I do that? What is your problem? You know what, I'm just gonna call her out on it. She's being so frosty, like I keep saying. My guess is her dad probably wants perfection, and she's just really tired of it. What exactly is your problem, Skye? Forget it. Sorry I snapped at you like that, okay? Guess I'm just a bit on edge with everything going on. You mean your dad visiting Hogwarts? No, I mean the Quidditch Cup. Or did you forget what you've been training for? So, you're happy that your dad's here? You met him, how do you feel about it? We can learn a lot from him, he's rude to Orion. In fairness, he's kind of rude to everybody. But I think that's kind of like his personality. Plus the fact that he's a professional Quidditch player, he probably has that in the back of his mind that he's always really competitive, maybe? But you can't learn a lot from him. There's so much we can learn from him. I mean, his Quidditch career speaks for itself. Right, I suppose you got a point there. Here's hoping some of his success will rub out on us. Speaking of which, we'd better get practicing if we want to win that Quidditch Cup. What? I thought we were done practicing. Oh, which one of these? Groovy, man, I did it. There you are, Casey. That was some practice. Indeed, you flew admirably. Thanks, Orion. What was it you two wanted to talk to me about? Murphy tells me that your conflict with Skye remains unsolved. This imbalance will not help us in the final. I saw you talking to her after Ethan's flying drills. What'd she say? Not much, honestly. I tried to ask her how she felt about having her dad around, and she turned it around on me. I told her I was looking forward to learning from him, but she didn't have much to say to that. Yes, Ethan Parkin is another dilemma.
Hey!
You mean his tendency to talk over you and try to captain your team himself? No, I am a willing student to one who has acquired such wisdom and experience.
Yeah.
Skye has less to gain, however. She may deny it, but his presence has added another weight to her shoulders. The team is certainly imbalanced. To borrow the expression, how would you resolve this, KC? We just need to play harder. Ethan's gotta go. Skye needs to grow up. Skye has needed to grow up for a long time in this whole Quidditch thing. She's holding this massive grudge and she's behaving like a child. There, I said it. Skye needs to grow up. She's a common thread here. While she may be the nexus of conflict, I would argue that Ethan Parkin is the catalyst.
Whoa.
Let's not forget what he could bring to Gryffindor, though.
Hey!
Statistically, his advice could increase your odds of winning the Quidditch Cup by 51.8%.
Yeah.
The situation requires careful balance. If we falter, the team falters. If the team falters, we lose the Quidditch Cup. We must weigh the benefits of Ethan Park's presence against the challenges he brings with them. I do agree, I will say that Ethan Park is being a little bit too aggressive in his approach. But again, he's a professional Quidditch player, right? And just the competitive nature and what he thinks it takes in order to succeed. So if we accept Ethan's advice, we could potentially learn his mystery maneuver and gain an edge in the final. But keeping him around could put too much of a burden on Skye, which could cost us the match. There are definitely a lot of variables in play.
Yeah.
Indeed, the help of this Quidditch Pro certainly comes with some cons. Although, there was one benefit that slipped my mind. What is this mysterious manoeuvre that you two speak of?
Hey!
That's just the thing, nobody knows. Supposedly it had won a Quidditch match 20 years ago. We tried to ask Ethan about it before practice, but he didn't take the bait. Ah yes, I remember now. I was wondering what you two were talking about. A solution occurs to me.
Yeah.
As Ethan Parkin's daughter, Skye may have the mystery manoeuvre hidden in her genetic memory. I'm having a heck of a time saying mystery maneuver. I appreciate the creativity, Orion, but that's not exactly a practical solution. It nearly is. Skye's genetic memory might not be much use to us, but her actual memory could be. She's Ethan's daughter. Perhaps he told her how he won that match. Then we may be able to heal two birds with one spell. You must restore balance to your friendship with Skye and discover the secret of her father's historic victory. With our teams once more in harmony and our minds expanded by forgotten wisdom, we will be unstoppable. Easier said than done, I'm afraid, but I'll try my best. I think I see Skye in the Quidditch stands. I just hope she's in the mood to talk. Are you sure? She's probably so far away you can't even tell. You know, I have a really good feeling about this. You wanted to talk? Is that alright? Don't suppose I have much choice in the matter. Clearly you won't let up, so we might as well get this over with. So, what now? Thought a good heart-to-heart would sort everything out, I suppose? I actually wanted to talk to you about your dad's match against Slytherin. Join the club. Ever since he got here, that's all everyone's ever wanted to talk to me about. Suppose I should be used to it by now. Alright then, if you don't want to talk about yourself, and you don't want to talk about your dad, what do you want to talk about? I don't know, Casey. Can't blame me for not opening up on command, can you? Especially with everything going on between us. We're still friends, Skye. You're the one who won't let it go. As much as I'm a nice person, I would like to think in the game and in real life, she really will not let this go. Throwing a hissy fit. You're the one who won't let it go, Skye. I suggested a truce, and you rejected it. Told you I needed time, didn't I? That's fair, but you're obviously upset now. How long do I have to wait before I'm allowed to care about my teammate again? Fine. Suppose I am being a bit unfair. I'm ready to talk. Truth is, I've been holding all this in for far too long anyway. Had to tell someone eventually. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know, I'm just assuming that her dad pressures her way too much. Phew, good to get this all off my chest. It sounds like your dad's expectations for you have really made it hard to enjoy playing Quidditch. Not just that, I think I'm actually getting worse too. Truth is, it's all gotten a bit overwhelming. Can't focus on Quidditch without worrying about what my dad will say. Let's focus on what you want then. If your dad wasn't here, what would that be? I want to win the Quidditch Cup, of course. Then you'll do that, but not for your dad, do it for yourself. And for me, since I like to win just as badly. I believe you. Skye, did your dad ever tell you how you won that match 20 years ago? You mean that mysterious maneuver you and McNally were going on about? I don't know anything about it. You told me I needed to find my own way to win, but that may not be the whole story. What do you mean? Dad's rather cagey about that match. I think there's something he might not want me to know. Really? What could he hide? Search me, you don't think he could have cheated or something, do you? I wouldn't be surprised. I doubt it. There's always a ton of people watching, a ton of eyeballs on you. I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Something tells me your dad would do whatever it takes to win. You're not wrong about that, but it's hardly winning if you cheated. You might believe that, but your dad could have other ideas. I'll find the truth about that match, Skye. I hope you do. If you did something wrong, I need to know. And if you didn't, his mysterious maneuver could be our best shot at winning the Quidditch Cup. Do I think he cheated? No, I don't think he did. It's possible he just doesn't want people to know, because it could give people advantages, right? Or he just doesn't want anybody to have it. Keep it to himself. Meet Penny and Face Paint Kid. Why am I doing this? Thanks for meeting me, you two. Did you manage to get any research done? Absolutely. I reread my copy of The Wonder of Wigtown Wanderers. Speaking of which, perhaps you could ask Ethan Parkin to sign that? Actually, I mentioned you to him as soon as I met him, so you're at least on his radar. Hooray! Thank you, Casey. You're the best, you know that? Oh, shucks. It was no trouble, really. What sort of research did you do, Face Paint Kid? Nothing special. I simply tailed Ethan Parkin and took note of everyone he spoke to. You did what? Don't worry, he didn't see me. Reapply my face paint every time he changed locations for better camouflage. I've gotta say, blending in with the tapestry of Barnabas the Barmby might be some of my finest work. Or Barmy. I would have liked to have seen that. Well, you wouldn't have, because I was camouflaged. Fair enough. So, what did you find out about Ethan Parkin's Quidditch Cup match? Well, I did overhear Ethan Parkin and Madame Hooch reminiscing on the match. And I read an account of Ethan's time at Hogwarts in The Wonder of Wigtown Wanderers. We'll see how this goes. I'm assuming it'll go splendid. Crikey, I had no idea that match was so violent. Fouls aren't uncommon in Quidditch, particularly in the final. And they're even less uncommon with a Parkin on the pitch. What do you mean? The Wigtown Wanderers' ruthlessness is all part of their appeal. The logo is a butcher's cleaver after all. Ethan might have played rough while he was at Hogwarts, but he was just living up the family name. Wow, Penny, I had no idea you were so bloodthirsty. Only when it comes to Quidditch. Wouldn't you do whatever it takes to win the Quidditch Cup for Gryffindor? I would. I wouldn't hurt anyone. I mean, I don't really want to hurt anybody, but if that's the rule and you're playing fair, why not? I suppose I would. If someone has to get hurt for Gryffindor to win, well, that's the game, isn't it? That's what I said.
Huh?
Exactly. If it wasn't meant to be violent, why are there bludgers flying around knocking people out with brooms? Plus, it makes the match more exciting for its fans. It's a win-win. Except for the losers, I mean. Speaking of doing whatever it takes, did either of you learn anything about Ethan Parkin's mystery maneuver? I'm afraid not, but if Madame Hooch was there, she might know exactly what led to the Gryffindor victory. In fact, if I heard her correctly from my hiding place in a pile of student brooms, I think she mentioned that she was the referee of the match. Brilliant work! Who'd know better than the referee herself? You've really outdone yourself, Facepaint Kid. Oh please, you'll make me blush. Not that anyone would see it though with my paints, of course. Well, I suppose I better head to the training grounds. I hope Madame Hooch isn't still cross with me for arguing with Skye. So that is part 1 of part 2 of this Quidditch Cup limited time update. I don't really know what to say about the ending about Penny being bloodthirsty. Maybe that's the key to her heart? I solved it? But moving on to the second part, and the text is very tiny. The highly anticipated Quidditch Cup final is overshadowed by the arrival of a celebrity guest. Oh, I just read this in the beginning of this first video. Okay, it's the exact same thing. They just copy and pasted it and made the text really small. On the plus side, I have 2.5 days remaining. So let me know what you think so far of what's going on. What do you think of Ethan Parkin? What do you think of the mystery maneuver? And what do you think of Penny and her being so bloodthirsty? I think that's the most important thing of all. Let me know down below, and I will see you very shortly with the second and final parts, Move Forward, and Harry Potter, Hogwarts Mystery. So thank you everybody so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye everybody.